Howdy everyone, how's everyone doing? We have Julie over in the chat room, so please feel free to say hi and tell us where you're watching us from. Only a few minutes left for our gala to begin, so get comfortable and ready to have some fun.
If you gave me a load of dice, couldn't draw a hand if I sat here all night. Scared money, bad whiskey, there ain't no way to win. This ain't the first time, it's the way it's always been. No, everything you got. Finally win the hand, there ain't nothing in the pot. Gamble, I'm taking either one I choose. Lady Reno, either way I lose. No, the lady's a lot like Reno. Ain't got a heart, she don't care when you're down. Just like the lights of the casino, she'll pull you in and play with you a while. But there ain't no way to win, and I know she's a lot like Reno. No, the lady's a lot like Reno. Ain't got a heart, she don't care when you're down. Just like the lights of the casino. Oh, she'll pull you in. She's gonna play with you a while. But there ain't no way to win. And I know she's a lot like Reno. Couldn't roll me a 7 if you gave me loaded dice. Out in West Texas, where the rain don't come, you can smell that money down in the Permian. Gonna find black gold, gonna make some holes. Work like hell to get that well flowed. Slinging chain, tripping pipe. All day long, ain't got no time to cry. When the sun goes down, the lights come on. Work all night till the break of dawn. That's how we get it done in the Permian. We don't burn no glory, we don't run. We're proud Americans. That's how we get it done in the Permian. In the Permian. In the Permian. Yeah, we're Oroville proud. We broke this ground, scrubbed this rig from the floor to the ground. Sometimes we're poor, sometimes we're rich. Tell your kids goodbye and head out to your hitch. When the sun goes down, the lights come on. Work all night till the break of dawn. That's how we get it done in the Permian. We don't burn no glory, we don't run. We're proud Americans. That's how we get it done in the Permian. In the Permian. In the Permian. Way down in the Permian. Oh, smell that money, son. In the Permian. In the Permian. When the sun goes down, the lights come on. Work all night till the break of dawn. That's how we get it done in the Permian. We don't burn no glory, we don't run. We're proud Americans. That's how we get it done in the Permian. In the Permian. In the Permian. Oh, smell that money, son. Make that hole. Down in the Permian. If I get drunk, I'll call you up and I'd say some funny pickup line. You'd laugh and say, shut up. And I'd tell you to come over and tell me those lies. Say that you need me. You'd like to give us a try. But I know you don't love me. My heart's on the line. If I'm someone you care for, let it out, I'll be fine. You tell me you don't love me. I can't bring myself to. Once it's all over, I guess I should stay sober. few mistakes, and I regret the things I didn't say. It's what keeps me awake. I know it may be hard, it's not easy to do. Tell me the truth before I fall in love with you. But I know you don't love me. My heart's on the line. If I'm someone you care for, let it out, I'll be fine. Tell me you don't love me. I can't bring myself to. Once it's all over, I guess I should stay sober. You know, when I get drunk, I'll call you up. I'm more sober than I ever been. There's no more liquor in my cup. But I know you don't love me. My heart's on the line. If I'm someone you care for, let it out, I'll be fine. You tell me you don't love me. I can't bring myself to. Once it's all over, I guess I should stay sober. Once it's all over, I guess I should stay sober.
everyone. My name is Nicole Rivera and I am the Operations Coordinator at the Prosthetic Foundation. I am honored to present our 5th annual gala and first virtual one. Get ready for a full hour of fun, laughter, and tour of Texas pride. Let us start with introducing our chairman of the board, Dr. Demetrius Makris.
Thank you for joining our first ever virtual gala for the Prosthetics Foundation. It's been a challenging and unprecedented time. 2020 has been remarkable in so many ways, but hopefully tonight we'll be able to raise some money to help some of the people in Texas that otherwise cannot afford to buy an artificial limb. Let's start with the facts. 2 million people in America live with limb loss. 500 people in the United States undergo amputation every day. There were over 10,000 amputations in 2014 in Texas. Statistics are difficult to come by because there's not a central database on that, but it is expected by the year 2050 that this number of amputations will double in the state of Texas. The highest percentage, about 50% of amputees, is in the age group of 45 to 64, which is the prime age for the highest earning potential. The sedentary lifestyle resulting from being wheelchair bound following amputation is linked to more disease and potentially a second amputation. This contributes to over $130 billion in the United States healthcare costs. There are ample resources to help prevent limb loss. However, once a person undergoes amputation, their options for financial assistance diminish dramatically. The great Texas, through its Medicaid program, provides limbs for all children. However, once you turn 18, you no longer have a resource unless you're fortunate enough to have private insurance. It's not until you get Medicare again at age 65 that the state of Texas is willing to help with the cost of a prosthetic limb. A society is only as strong as the individuals that comprise it, and it's for this reason that the Prosthetic Foundation tries to help people get the prosthetic limb that will help them walk again. This is the reason that the foundation exists, and this is the reason that I and so many others are passionate about our mission, to work towards the immense list of benefits that occur when somebody goes from being wheelchair and crutches to ambulating with a prosthetic limb. The prosthetic limb is not a new idea. It's been around for 5,000 years. They found prosthetic limbs in the tombs of Egypt. So you can either be riding around in a wheelchair, or somebody can make you a leg, and this will allow you to walk again. This is a very simple concept, and to me, it almost seems like a basic right to be able to walk, if you have the ability, by using a prosthetic limb. Thank you for attending the gala. Thank you for all your support. I know a lot of you out there are the same people that have supported the foundation for so many years, and I very much appreciate it. The foundation this year has hired our first CEO. His name is Joe Banda. He was a previous recipient from the foundation. I'm very excited about what's happened so far with Joe. He's going to give us a report in just a few minutes. And I'm sure that the foundation will continue to grow and continue to be able to supply prosthetic limbs for people all across the state of Texas. I hope you enjoy the evening. I look forward to interaction through the virtual gala with you as the evening goes on.
Thank you, Dr. Makris, for such an amazing speech. We really appreciate your support and guidance at the Prosthetic Foundation. Up next, we have an inspirational story that highlights our vision of restoring life, hope, and independence through the ability to walk again. This is the story of Martin Garcia.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes. Aquí estamos en esta entrevista dándole las gracias por haberme ayudado con esta prótesis, que la necesitaba bastante para poderme defender, para poder trabajar, hacer las cosas que antes no podía hacer, como en mi trabajo, que tenía que andar de rodillas, arrastrándome para poder trabajar. Pero ahorita, gracias a Dios, con esta prótesis que me dieron, pues ya bastante, estoy muy agradecido con ustedes. Y pues muchas gracias.
This is a story of Martin Garcia and the Prosthetic Foundation. I was introduced to Mr. Garcia by Diane Sanchez, and She was concerned about Mr. Garcia because she had a video of him doing his constructive work. And it's unbelievable what we were able to see. He was climbing up ladders with one leg and the other part of his leg wrapped around the ladder. He was using buckets to stand on his short leg, no leg, to be able to perform his duties there in the construction company. With the Prosthetic Foundation, we were able to place a prosthetic limb for Mr. Garcia. This has made such a great change in his life. In fact, he was just saying that he takes a regular walk around the neighborhood every morning. He says he gets a little short of breath, but as I told him, he's going to have to work out a little bit, and it'll come with time. He'll improve his ability to walk. Again, he is one example of many that the Prosthetic Foundation has been able to assist with the prosthesis. We have seen these people just blossom, their self-esteem, their self-worth, just a whole different person. And not only that, and their capabilities of performing their daily chores, but just their livelihood and enjoyment of life with their family. So again, we look forward to seeing Martin Garcia continue with his work. And again, we thank the Prosthetic Foundation for assisting in helping Mr. Garcia in his life.
Thank you, Martin Garcia and Dr. Tomas, for sharing such an inspirational story. Stories like Martin's help us grow by seeing life differently. This is why your donations matter. We would love to keep encouraging you to please donate by visiting our website, www.theprostheticfoundation.org. In the next few minutes, we would like to show you our progress at the Prosthetic Foundation. Enjoy.
The loss of a limb creates a severe handicap, and for too many amputees, getting a prosthetic to aid them in their recovery is just not possible. That's where organizations like the Prosthetic Foundation step in to help the underserved and the uninsured. Here to tell us about a big fundraiser the foundation has planned is its Director of Development, Susan Albert. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning, Martin.
So how long have you all been doing this gala?
This is our third year.
Third year. And it basically does what for you all?
It raises funds so that we can help amputees secure a prosthetic limb, but it also raises awareness in the community so people can learn a little bit more about what we do.
So tell us, what do you do for people who don't know?
Okay, there are a lot of people in Texas, we serve Texas, who are unable to afford a prosthetic limb. They might be underinsured or uninsured, and that's where we step in. And we work with their prosthetist, who is the medical professional who assesses their situation, provides the limb for them, and we work to provide this limb for people who cannot afford one. So recently we had someone who couldn't afford a copay that was as little as $836. We were able to bridge that gap, and now they are walking again.
Does San Antonio have a huge need?
Yes, Bexar County alone, 1,500 people a year lose a limb due to diabetes, and that's just diabetes. So regionally, we have a high rate of amputation. We also have a high rate of uninsured, and we have a high rate of poverty. So you put all of those things together, and we get a lot of requests locally. Although we do serve Texas, but we do get a lot of local requests for assistance.
And Susan, some of these stories, I understand, are very heartbreaking.
We get people who ask for our assistance. One we recently received is a woman who is 31 years old, and she has 4 children. And she's been providing for her children on her own, and she recently had to have her leg amputated. And she's continuing to push on, but providing a prosthetic leg for her would change her life and make things so much easier for her as she raises her young children.
So what can we do to help?
Oh, a couple of things. We are having our event, and you also can donate. You know, go to our web page and just hit that donate button and help us as well.
People just have no idea what this does for someone's life.
There's a saying, it says, "In the world I am one, to one, I am the world. And this is the opportunity to be the world to somebody, because the effect and the positive change is amazing. We hear a lot from the people that we assist, and they have regained their life.
All right, absolutely, Susan.
Thank you, Marvin.
Thank you, Susan. We'll have more Eyewitness News Saturday morning in just a moment.
My name is Jimmy Lee Keith. I live in Schertz, Texas. I've been a truck driver off and on for 35 years till I had my problem, my diabetes, and then I lost my leg.
With our specialty, we obviously see patients that suffer with diabetes and the other major illnesses that cause hardening of the arteries, and unfortunately one of the bad results is major amputations. Through the years, we've seen a great problem with patients being able to acquire prosthetics because of either no insurance or their insurance does not cover prosthetics. It was not uncommon to see patients wheelchair bound for years just because they were not able to obtain a prosthetic leg.
I have Medicaid, and Medicaid won't help me. I don't know why. I've been on Medicaid for many years now.
If you don't have Medicare, the Medicaid patients are usually not funded for prosthetics. The actual cost for an above-the-knee prosthetic is $5,000, and for below-the-knee, $3,500.
I'm 64 years old, and I just can't do what I used to do without my leg. I try a lot, but it's hard. I want to do everything that I used to do. I want to be able to get back outside with my grandchildren, get down on the floor and play with them, but I just can't do it with, in this chair.
There's no question when you lose your mobility, it affects the whole body. If you're not able to get around and walk, obviously it affects the cardiovascular system, your heart, your lungs, and just being wheelchair bound also causes a tremendous problem with wounds, pressure wounds around the sacrum, around the buttock areas. Decubiti, as we call them, decubiti ulcers, they're very painful. They're very hard to heal. They require major surgery, and again, some patients end up dying from the complications from these large wounds.
I just like to get out of this old chair and do stuff I used to do. And I know I can if I do get my leg back. I know I can do that because I've been working my hind end off to get myself in shape.
As a member of the prosthetic board, I and my other representatives appeal for your support for this great cause in helping these individuals restore their life. We know that there's no question that once they're able to walk again and be mobile, that this increases their self-esteem, their self-worth, and improves the quality of their life. And not only does it affect their personal life, but their family and the community as a whole.
I would love anything in the world to have my leg back.
That's better. You come every day? Yeah.
Let me tell you the truth about Texas. Granddad used to say, I'd sit on his knee with his arm around me. He'd point out across the stage. There's history out there nobody can change. Boy, it belongs to you. Let me tell you the truth about Texas, son. She bleeds red, white, and blue. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's everything you love. It's red in the dirt, white in the clouds, and the blue in the sky above. It's rivers a flow in the Alamo, pickups and Patron. If you want to know the truth about Texas, son, it's in your bones. You were born and bred pure Texan, he said. You don't know, but she's your first love. Barroom brawls and Friday night lights, it all runs through your blood. When the neighbors help rebuild your house after a springtime flood. If you want to know the truth about Texas, son, it's here they never give up. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's everything you love. It's red in the dirt, white in the clouds, and the blue in the sky above. It's rivers a flow in the Alamo, pickups and Patron. If you want to know the truth about Texas, son, it's in your bones.
Hi, my name is Don Driver. I'm the team captain for the Prosthetic Foundation for the Dallas Metro team. We are the staff of Baker Orthotics and Prosthetics, and we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas!
I'm Mayor Ron Nirenberg in San Antonio, Texas, and I'm happy to support the Prosthetic Foundation.
I'm Maureen Balcazar, the West Texas captain for the Prosthetic Foundation, and this is the rehab department, and together we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas!
Hi, my name is Nair Biali. I'm the captain of the Houston Metro team, and we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas!
Hi, my name is Cody Longenbaugh. I'm a volunteer in the DFW metro area for the Prosthetic Foundation. I'm here with the staff at Baker O&P. And we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas! Woo! Yeah!
Hi, I'm Paige Rodriguez, the San Antonio team captain. I'm here with my team at Hemisphere Park so that we can get together to say, we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas!
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
And I'm Earl. And we support the Prosthetic Foundation. Going Texas. Yeehaw! Woo! Yippee-doo-doo!
Hi everybody, my name is Joe Banda and I'm the current CEO at the Prosthetic Foundation. I hope you're having a good time because I know I am. We have a really special treat for you today. Her name's Amelia Mapas. She's been instrumental with the Prosthetic Foundation initiatives and she's here to talk to you today. Let's come on and meet her. Hey Amelia.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Are you having a good time at the gala?
Yes.
That's great. Why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Amelia Mapas. I'm 14 years old and I live in Plano, Texas. Last year, I supported the Prosthetic Foundation through a series of Girl Scout badge workshops, and I am really excited to support them again. And this year, I will be working with Don Driver, who is the captain of the DFW area.
Awesome. That's excellent, Amelia. Thank you so much for helping us out. Now, Don Driver is going to be the Metro captain for the DFW area for the Prosthetic Foundation. He's equally excited to get rolling with some of the operations that we have in North Texas. If you have any questions, please reach out to him. We hope you continue to enjoy the gala and have a Texas two-step good time.
Prosthetic Foundation in action.
Yes, indeed. That video gets me amped up. I want to go help some folks now.
Greg, you can't even help yourself most of the time. But you know what? You make a good point. First, do you even know why the Prosthetic Foundation exists?
Tell me.
Well, the foundation provides support for uninsured and underinsured amputees to obtain quality prostheses with comprehensive aftercare. Did you know that more than 500 Americans lose a limb every day? 1 in 10 amputees are unable to obtain a prosthesis due to financial difficulty.
Ah, now I get it. But tell me this. What is the major cause of limb loss for these folks?
Good question, Greg. The main causes for limb loss are vascular diseases, including diabetes and peripheral arterial disease, followed by traumatic accidents.
Thank you, Wendy. You are so smart. I want to share this with my buddies so they can help too.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Hey buddy.
Hi Earl.
Greg, you look like you've had a bunch of Red Bulls for breakfast. What are you up to?
I'm on a mission to help the Prosthetic Foundation.
Ooh, I want to help too. What can I do?
You can help by telling others about the Prosthetic Foundation. You can also donate by visiting their website.
Texans helping Texans. I love it!
Yeehaw! Texans helping other Texans, day in and day out.
Greg, how about you let the real musicians play? Let's give it up to Scott, Hayley, and the Roughnecks!
Hope y'all doing well. I'm Scott, Hayley and the Roughnecks. These are two of my Roughnecks here, right here to the right of me. Young Kevin Wright, right here to the left of me. My old buddy Kevin Miller. And like I said, we call these boys my Roughnecks. That's part of my band. Got 2 other members of the band. They're back home right now, and they couldn't be here with us. But we're very proud to be doing this video for you guys over at the Prosthetic Foundation. We fully support you guys. Very proud that you allowed us to be a part of this. And I myself, I'm a West Texas boy. I spent 18 years out in the oil fields of West Texas, Permian Basin. And some of the hardest working people I've ever met out there, but also some of the most gracious people. If you want to find good-hearted people that'll give you the shirt off their back, definitely West Texas is a place to be. I got a song I picked out to do here. It's a song, it's my debut single here. It's being promoted to radio right now. It's a song called Truth About Texas, and I feel it's very fitting for the occasion because, like I said, you won't find people more willing to help than the people of Texas. So it's a song, it's called The Truth About Texas. And like I said, we hope you guys will definitely go to the Prosthetic Foundation and donate and help these great people keep their cause going. And like I said, we fully support it and we hope you will too. So anyway, we're gonna play you our song, Truth About Texas. And I hope you guys enjoy it and have a great night. Get it, boys. Let me tell you the truth about Texas. Granddad used to say, now sit on his knee with his arm around me, and he'd point out across the stage. There's history out there nobody can change. Oh, it belongs to you. If you want to know the truth about Texas, she bleeds red, white, and blue. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's everything you love. It's the red in the dirt, the white in the clouds, and the blue in the sky above. It's rivers that flow in the Alamo, pickups and Patron. If you want to know the truth about Texas, son, it's in your bones. You were born and bred pure Texan, he said. Don't know she's your first love. Barroom brawls and Friday night lights, it all runs through your blood. When your neighbor helps rebuild your house after a springtime flood. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's here they thank you for. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's everything you love. It's the red in the dirt, the white in the clouds, and the blue in the sky above. It's rivers that flow in the Alamo, pickups and patrol. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's in your heart. It's in a handshake, it's in a kiss, not something that you won't say. Desert sands far from home, but then the adobe clay. Now working to live and living to work, dragging the farm in God's green earth. If you want to know the truth about Texas, it's everything you love. It's the red in the dirt, the white in the clouds, and the blue in the sky above. It's rivers that flow in the Alamo, pickups and patrol. If you want to know the truth about Texas, feel it in your bones. If you want to know the truth about Texas, Texas, son, it's what we call home. Thank y'all for listening to our song. Hope y'all have a fantastic night tonight. And like I said, be sure and donate what you can, what you're willing, what you're able to support the Prosthetic Foundation. And we're very proud to be a part of this. And like I said, hope you guys have a great night. Thank you. I'm Scott Hayley, and we appreciate y'all.
That was a two-stepping good time. Scott, look, I'm good at the guitar too.
Oh, Scott Hayley, he's so handsome. You know who else is dangerously handsome? The crippled threat of comedy. Up next, Ryan Niemiller. Woo! Yeehaw!
Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Niemiller. I want to thank you all for joining us today for the Prosthetic Foundation Gala. And I want to thank the foundation themselves for inviting me to be a part of this, to entertain you all a little bit. It is a huge honor to help out with this cause. And hopefully you'll enjoy this next 15 minutes or so where I try to give you some giggles while we raise some money. So like I said, my name is Ryan Niemiller. Many of you know me from season 14 of America's Got Talent, where I earned 3rd place overall. That's right, I am officially the 3rd most talented person in this country. There was a vote, that means it's official. So it was nice to get 3rd place. Obviously I would have liked to get 1st place because I'd be a millionaire right now. However, 3rd place does have its perks as well. The cool thing about that show is you don't have to win to win. So even though I didn't get the money and the 1st place trophy, I have got a lot of cool stuff out of it. For instance, I have a lot of new ways to mess with people, which is always a good time. That is something I always look forward to. So it started right away as well. So here's an example. So the finale of AGT airs on a Wednesday night. This is Thursday morning. I'm about to fly back home to Indiana, where I was living at the time, and people in the airport were recognizing me from being in the finals the night before. And what's really interesting, when people recognize me in public, they always approach me the same way, which I don't quite understand. They'll be like, are you the guy from AGT? So I've just been saying, no. Why would you think that? Tell me what specifically it is about me that makes you think I'm that guy. Oh, do you think we all look the same? Is that what it is? See, because at that point, I don't need their votes anymore. What do I care? The show's over. It's done. That 3rd place medal was already in the mail at that point. But sometimes what happens in those situations is people just overhear that I was on America's Got Talent, but never actually watched the show. So they can be fun to mess with a little bit as well. Because a lot of times they'll be like, oh, that's really cool. It's awesome. Good for you. Good for you. What was your talent? So I just like to say magic. I do sleight of hand magic. And they're like, holy cow, you only got 3rd place? That's amazing. That is the craziest thing I've ever heard. Could you do a trick for me now? And I'm like, nope, sorry, gotta go. Plane's leaving. This looks a lot cooler when I have my traveling cape on, just so you know. This is exciting. Like I want to say again, I appreciate you guys having me here with you virtually. It's nice that we were still able to make something happen during this time. It's like, obviously, the ideal situation would be to do this in person. But one of the benefits about doing this from home is right now, you guys can't tell if I'm wearing pants or not. That's right, it's like Schrodinger's pants. They're both on and on at the same time. That's a lot of fun for me, and something a little bit for you to mull over in your head there. This pandemic has been wild for everybody. It's kind of changed the way we've had to do things. I personally, and I've been kind of polling people a little bit about this, trying to figure out, like, a lot of my friends haven't been very efficient during these times. I've actually been surprised. I've been proud of myself because I thought kind of being stuck at home, I wouldn't get as much done and be too tempted to do other things. But I'm very proud of myself. I'm actually getting a lot done during the pandemic. And I think the reason why that is because it takes me half the time to wash my hands that it does everybody else. That's right, you guys are still halfway through singing happy birthday. I've already written a screenplay. I built a shed. I don't even have a yard. I just have a shed in the living room right now. If anyone wants to buy a shed, you just let me know. And one thing that's been really nice about doing America's Got Talent and getting to do comedy for everybody with a disability is I get to educate a little bit. There's not a lot of people who look like me who get to be on television in the kind of scope that I was. So it was great. I've heard so many great stories of people being inspired by what I did and being glad that someone that looked like us finally got on television and was put in a strong position. But getting on America's Got Talent is also the first time in my life I've ever had haters, which has been interesting to kind of deal with, because people on that show, if you're a fan of that show, you're very passionate. You find the acts that you like and you follow them to the bitter end, and you are mad at anyone else that's on there. So like I said, it's the first time I ever got any hate, and it was very strange. Like most of the negative feedback that I got, like for the most part, was all positive. But if I did get negative feedback, like let's say in the YouTube comments or something like that, it was always the same thing. It would always be like, oh, well, I watched 90 seconds of his 12-year career, and look, all he talks about is his disability. Meh. And they actually type out that last part too, the meh. It's a lot of G's, in case you're wondering. But it was always so strange to me. They'd be like, oh, he just talks about his disability. And the thing that would come to my head first, every time I would read that, is, okay, on that show, I don't know if you're familiar with how America's Got Talent works, but on that show, you get about 90 seconds to do your act up there. How much weirder would it have been if I never brought up my disability at all? It wouldn't have mattered what I was talking about up there. The judges just would have been looking at me like, well, he's gotta know, right? Should we tell him? Maybe his parents just never told him and he thinks he's clumsy. He's probably wondering why his gloves don't fit. That's pretty sad. We should help the boy. So I was like, oh, he just always talks about his disability. And I was like, you mean my life? Because that's essentially what they're mad about. They're mad that I'm talking about my life, about my real life experiences, things that actually happened to me in the real world. That's bumming them out. But the good thing about me is I don't care about all that. I love being a comedian with a disability, and I take it very seriously because I get the chance to educate a little bit, to tell people about what it's like, you know, the good stuff, the bad stuff, the fun stuff. One of my favorite things about having this disability is I get to deal with stupid people all the time, and it is amazing. I don't know what it is about those normal people, normies I like to call them, but I don't know what it is. They'll see someone like me with a disability and they just lose their minds. Like, I don't know, maybe they can tell me. Is like seeing me in public, like seeing a unicorn for the first time, where you just see me and you're like, oh, this will never happen again. Quick, here's everything dumb I've ever thought of. Quick, before he gets to the woods. I'm always dealing with stupid people, and it's fantastic. Probably my favorite example of dealing with people who just don't know how to deal with this is drive-thrus. I think drive-thrus are probably like the perfect cross-section of America that shows that they don't know how to deal. Because people in drive-thrus, they are clueless. They don't, like, this is not in the training. It's nowhere in there. It's not in the manual. It's not in no PowerPoint, nothing. I'm gonna tell you guys a couple of drive-thru stories that'll hopefully kind of paint the picture for you here a little bit to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about when I'm traveling. See, because I'm on the road a lot, like during the normal times anyway, I travel a lot. And the problem is that I'm not in these places long enough for them to really get to know me, to get used to this. It's like I show up in your town, I mess with your world, and I'm out. That's what I do. So the drive-thrus is where they really get it bad. I was going through a drive-thru once, and this particular time, I thought I actually got away with it. Everything seemed fine, I got my food, I was about to pull away, but as I was pulling away, the woman who had been helping me, she signed thank you to me. We've been talking the entire time. That's how I got food. So then I was just really confused by the whole situation. Like, I don't know if it was just a quirky thing that she does, or if she thought I might have all the disabilities and she was just covering her bases. Like I Pokemon'd it and I was just collecting them all. That's not really how it works, everybody. But that's not even the worst one. That's not even the worst one by far. That honor belongs to a Southside Indianapolis Taco Bell. And no, in case you were wondering, I'm not being paid for that endorsement. So here's what happened. Going through this Taco Bell drive-thru, which I think we all can agree is a pretty common transaction. I don't feel I was going out of bounds attempting this. It was pretty normal stuff. You know, you don't get this physique by not figuring out how a Taco Bell drive-thru works. So I go into this drive-thru, I order, I get to the first window, pay, everything is cool. I get to the second window to get my food, that's where the trouble started. See, because when I got to that second window, the woman that was working there, she had her back to me. So she didn't know what was about to happen to her life. So she was about to hand me my food. She was like, all right, ooh. Wow. Do you want me to come outside and hand it to you? And I was like, I drove here. What is the matter? I'm the only person in this car. So let me see if I can get this straight, ma'am. All right, so I'm driving a 3-ton motor vehicle, and that set off no red flags for you. But you think the problem's gonna be I'm gonna drop my chalupa. Like that's the bridge I just haven't crossed yet. Oh. And at that point, that should have been the end of it, everybody. I wish she would have got embarrassed, just thrown the food in my face. At least I would have been fed. But no. She had more things she had to work through. So she did this, and this is actually a lesson that I tell everyone about what they should never do to somebody with a disability. For whatever reason, when people first meet me, they feel they have to connect with me on some sort of level. And the way they try to do that is by telling me about a handicapped person that they know. Like I might know them from the convention. So normally when somebody would do this, because this is how she did it, she was like, "Oh, you're doing pretty good with those." I'm like, "I'm hungry, I will let that go if you feed me, just please." Well, my friend, he just lost some of his fingers. Gross. Wait, you mean like right now in the back? That's disgusting. All right, take the food back. I don't want it. There's gonna be a finger in my quesadilla. That's not what I ordered. So normally, like I wouldn't put up with that, but in this case, like she was still holding my food hostage, so I still had to deal with it, because she wasn't done. At this point, she proceeded to say what might be the stupidest thing I have heard in my 38 years in this planet. I swear to you, she looked right at me. She looked right into my eyes, and she said, "Will they grow back?" Like, I thought she was messing with me. Like, I did, because people will sometimes just say stupid things to joke. So like, I thought that she was just like, it was like a joke that just went wrong or something like that. But guys, she was looking at me with such sincere concern for her friend. I felt I had to say something. I couldn't just let that go. So I was like, now by chance, is your friend a starfish? Oh, he's not. He is not a starfish. Well, then he's just gonna have to deal with people like you for the rest of his life. That is gonna be his punishment. It was a really awkward situation, everybody, but I do get free Taco Bell until June, so well worth it. I would gladly go through it again. That's gonna be the end of the comedy for me. Once again, I just want to thank all of you for watching, attending the virtual Prosthetic Foundation Gala, and I want to thank the Gala again. It's a huge honor to be a part of this. If you guys are here, you know how important all of this is right now. You know, just because the world is different and the world's shut down, it doesn't mean that people with disabilities still don't need these type of services. So anything that you can do to assist is greatly appreciated. Your donations go a long way to help individuals who may now be new to having a limb difference, have a little sense of normality to kind of get back to the way things were. So if you could donate, that would mean the world. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you so much. Take care, be safe. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Such great performances. We would like to thank everyone that participated, such as Scott Hayley and the Roughnecks, our comedian Ryan Niemiller, and of course, our puppet friends. Up next, I would like to introduce our last special appearance. Let's welcome our CEO, Joe Banda.
I know you've been having a good time, but now it's time to talk business. First, let me share with you my story. My name is Joe Banda, and I'm the current CEO of the Prosthetic Foundation. I experienced limb loss when I was 3 years old. When I was 3, I was run over by a train. Let me share with you how it happened. My parents and I used to go to a park every Sunday. We didn't have a car at the time, so we would walk to get there. To get to the park, we'd always have to cross this park train. Logistically, it made more sense to crawl underneath the train to get to the other side, rather than walking almost a quarter mile all the way around. This one particular Sunday, right when Mother and I were underneath the train, everything starts to shake as the train creates pull. When my mother gets scared, she tenses up. When my dad gets scared, he acts. He moved out of the way and waited for a gap between the wheels as the train was now moving, jumped underneath the moving train. Then he waited for another gap and tosses my mom out. Now keep in mind that every second that lapses, this train is gaining momentum, and so the opportunity to toss somebody out successfully is becoming more narrow every second. So he waits for another opportunity, tosses me out, and I make it out, but my legs don't. I lost my legs that day, several inches above the knee, and my dad passes out underneath the train, but he survived the accident. And I live to tell the story. There's more details to the story that I'll share at another date, but that's the story of who I am as a person. Now that you know my story, let's talk about the problem at stake. You see, both of my prostheses that I wear today, their starting price is $30,000 each. That's just the components. That's not including the cost of fabrication or labor that's involved. This cost is unaffordable to most people if you don't have insurance. If you have insurance, you're talking about spending thousands of dollars from your deductible and out-of-pocket expense, your copay, every 3 to 7 years. This is inaccessible for most people. Now that you know the problem, let me tell you a little bit about the vision and future of the Prosthetic Foundation and what we're trying to do to solve it. The Prosthetic Foundation has been and will continue to be the top Texas prostheses philanthropy organization known to Texans. Now, the Prosthetic Foundation has been giving prostheses grants to folks all over Texas for years. People from Houston, Dallas, down south in McAllen, Midland, Lubbock, Texas, all over the state. But what we realized is that San Antonio alone cannot solve this problem for all of Texas. We've seen the number of applicants skyrocket, while the funding has been very minimal. So we're working hard to change that. We're working to bring Texas together, where everyone is working as a community and as a family to make sure that every Texas limb loss survivor that wants to walk again can. Financial constraints shouldn't be a hindrance for you to access a prostheses and get your freedom back. You can be part of that hope too. A hope full of joy, inspiration, and wonder. A hope that gives fellow limb loss Texans their mobility, independence, employability, and their freedom back. Donate today at www.theprostheticfoundation.org or by calling 210-237-4400. And join us as we continue spreading Texas freedom through prosthesis accessibility.
We have reached the end of this amazing event. We would like to thank everyone that donated and participated to this great mission. Thank you, everyone. If you enjoyed this year's gala, get ready for next year. We're going full steam ahead with a bunch of different surprises. We would like to please ask you to continue to donate by visiting our website, www.theprostheticfoundation.org. For the next 15 minutes, our chat room will remain open, so please leave your support and leave your comments. Have a great night, everyone, and see you next year.
When the shots ring out, when a child is lost, when your neighbors call, they're on the way. Running on caffeine, rushing to the scene is what they do. When the flashing lights light up the night, they're reaching for the jaws of life. Our local heroes get us through. Godspeed to all of our local brave heroes. Shield them from danger, we pray. We need our local heroes. Respect them, thank them every day. When the world's on fire and the flames are high, they rush right in, they don't think twice. They're criticized, they're compromised, they find a way. They protect the crowd, shouting them down, and they keep their cool, but I don't know how. When the bullets fly, you can't deny our local heroes keep it safe. Godspeed to all of our local brave heroes. Shield them from danger, we pray. We need our local heroes. Respect them, thank them every day. When their back is against the wall, here's to the one who answers the call. Godspeed to all of our local brave heroes. Shield them from danger, we pray. We need our local heroes. Respect them, thank them every day. Gonna raise my glass, gonna tip my hat to our local heroes. Met her in Houston at the rodeo. We made fireworks that night. She called me from Dallas about a week ago. Wanted to see me one more time. She's a gypsy running from town to town. Calls me up when she wants me around. Working a job down in San Angelo. When I get through, I got to go. Going to see my gypsy queen. Radio blasting east of Abilene. She lit my fuse, and I'm ready to explode. I'm a redneck from the country, and that's her game. Everybody wants to know her name. You know that girl is too hot to handle. That's why I go off like a Roman candle. That night in Houston, burning up the night, I gotta see her one more time. Going to see my gypsy queen, radio blasting east of Abilene. She lit my fuse, and I'm ready to explode. I'm a redneck pyrotechnic fireworks show. Fireworks when the Rangers play. I like fireworks on Independence Day. When it comes down to me and you, it's my favorite thing to do. Going to see my gypsy queen, radio blasting east of Abilene. She lit my fuse, I'm ready to explode. I'm a redneck pyrotechnic fireworks show. Fireworks show. Look at you driving me wild with that smile and those tight blue jeans. I confess I come clean for you to see. Done some crazy things. Be my angel if you please. Love the devil out of me. Touch my heart, spread your wings, take me there, rescue me. Be my angel if you please. Before you, who would have guessed how much I'd be blessed? Still don't understand. When I'm feeling incomplete, you give me what I need to be a better man. Be my angel if you please. Love the devil out of me. Touch my heart, spread your wings, take me there, rescue me. Be my angel if you please. Oh, it never felt so right, lying next to you all night. Be my angel if you please. Love the devil out of me. Touch my heart, spread your wings, take me there, rescue me. Be my angel if you please. Be my angel if you please. Be my angel wrecking my soul. Just can't get away. Well, I'm about to go insane now. I drink too much, having too much fun. Still I'm under the devil's gun. So let's get on with the show. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. Find it hard to put the bottle down. Guess I let my daddy's wisdom drown. Told me when I was a little boy that the bottle ain't some kind of toy. Well, here I am. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. Got his demons wrecking my soul. Just can't get away. Well, I'm about to go insane now. I drink too much, having too much fun. Still I'm under the devil's gun. So let's get on with the show. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. I realize I'm blind to the light. Darkness surrounds me, and I just can't get it right. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. Got his demons wrecking my soul. Just can't get away. Well, I'm about to go insane now. I drink too much, having too much fun. Still I'm under the devil's gun. So let's get on with the show. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. No, no, no. No, he won't let go. Devil's on my back and he won't let go. Got his demons wrecking my soul. Just can't get away. Well, I'm about to go insane now. I drink too much, having too much fun. Guess this life wasn't all that much. So let's get on with the show. Devil's on my back and he won't